Hey everybody, welcome back to a NASCAR Diecast Review Friday. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a bundle. Not one, not two, not three, not six, not 12, not even 15, but 18 new 164ths that have been added to the website. They are live, so if you want to get any of these cars, you can check them out at rasdiecast.com. We'll get the shameless plug in now, and then we'll move on. So, anyway, yes, bunch of new diecasts in the 164 scale. Let's go ahead and dive right on into them. First one we're going to take a look at today, as I zoom in a little closer, is the Brad Keselowski King Hawaiian, what is these, pretzel slider buns. Yes, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I thought they were buns. They are, pretzel slider buns. This actually, I think, ran at Kansas. I don't remember where this ran. I was at the race. Maybe it was Gateway. But anyway, nonetheless, a very cool paint scheme. It's a flat orange with flat blue. You can see we've got our metallic or chrome number 6 there in that nice blue color. Then we got King Hawaiian there, King Hawaiian on the hood. Nice big logo there. We got our Ford Mustang nose. But overall, it's a pretty good looking paint scheme. The orange and blue really do clash nicely, like not in a bad way. They clash or go together really good. You got that orange roof number, fits right in with the blue. Really solid looking race car. You know, overall they did a great job. This one happens to have a small defect right there above the number. Unless it wipes off. If it wipes off, it's not a defect. Survey says defect. Yep, survey says defect. So actually that little defect probably going to make this one end up being a 164th custom at some point. Next car on our list is going to be the guy in his final season, chasing a cure number 4, Ream of Kevin Harvick. So this is the pink chasing a cure car that he was run in October. You can see we got the pink Ream logo. We also have the pink stripe. So normally this would obviously be red. They just replaced the red with pink and made it work. Same thing as Keselowski. We got the Mustang front end. Does it have a winner sticker? I didn't even look. No, it doesn't show any winner sticker. He did have 2 wins by this point, so kind of interesting there. But overall, a solid car. Has the gloss black. Then it has this white and pink combination. I think it's a good-looking car overall. Still number placement, not my biggest, not my biggest, or I'm not the biggest fan of that, but still a good, solid-looking car nonetheless. Car number 3 on this list, I would say, is probably one of the best looking ones because it has the gold number. Here you go. This is Martin Truex Jr.'s. Let's see. Was this Finding a Cure? Chasing a Cure? What is this one? There we go. It had a specific name, but I can't remember what the exact name of it was. Let me look at it quick. It is the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation car. Okay. Because I was going to say, the Sherry Strong car ran later in the year and got canceled, so I knew it wasn't called that. This is the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation one, with obviously Auto Owners as the main sponsor on there. You can see we've got that gold number, which looks terrific on this paint scheme. I can't say enough about that. That gold number really makes this thing pop. But we got the yellow up front here on the nose, and then obviously up on the roof with the number, and then also we have a gold color here on the side number. You can see the ovarian cancer ribbon along with this yellow ribbon. I'm not sure what the yellow is. Someone's going to have to explain that one for me. Auto Owners Insurance, Bass Pro Shops. We got Reesers. Obviously, we got Truex Jr. on those other spots, but pretty solid looking car nonetheless. It definitely is one that, especially with that chrome number, really does pop nicely. Coming in on our number 4 spot, well, not really 4th spot, just our 4th car we're taking a look at today. This is Ross Chastain's K1 Speed, 1/64 scale Chevy Camaro. So this is a Chevy car. You can see we got our Trackhouse number 1, K1 Speed. Not a lot of other sponsors on here. You see we got Advent Health over here, but otherwise we got B-Moose up there. But, the sponsors really don't take up that much space. We got K1 Speed, literally back bumper, deck lid, side, roof, hood. Like, K1 Speed just owns this car in terms of the paint scheme. There's no split sponsorship on this one. But a good-looking car. The red and black looks good with the white number. Is it my favorite car of Ross Chastain's? No, because I'm going to actually bring in number 5, which is also Ross Chastain. This is the Jockey 1/64th, and I love this car just the way that it's literally just an American flag. I mean, red, white, and blue stars, the red and white stripes. We got Jockey, made in America, but, I mean, this car just, like, I don't know. There's something about the way that a red, white, and blue car should look, and this encapsulates all of it. The blue numbers on the red and white background look terrific. The blue stars up in that corner, if you look at it this direction, looks amazing. Even on this side, the way that the stripes go, look really, really good. So definitely this is one of those that I think looks pretty darn cool with the red, white, and blue. So I did rank this one just slightly above the K1. So that's our 5th car. 6th car on the list, going to be the number 23 of Bubba Wallace in the Lido's car. Now, this one is a purple and orange and pink car, so a very interesting group of colors. They actually look very solid together. I think these colors really do mesh together really well. Loving the paint scheme. It's colorful and not too busy, which is always a big plus for me. Love it when the cars look like that. So, yeah, this one, definitely one of the better Bubba ones, in my opinion, from last year. Not the best. I did like a couple others a little bit more, but that one's pretty high up there. Next on the list is going to be Chase Briscoe's Mahindra Tractors throwback. You can see we've got the lightning bolt coming up the side. It goes here and then right to the back. Red and yellow all over. You can see our number 14 there. We got Briscoe on both of those. There's the main thing, the white Goodyear Eagles. That's always a sign or a telling tale that it is the throwback. Ford Mustang there. You know, it's basically, it's a solid throwback. It's not quite as, like, into it. It doesn't look like a super old paint scheme because they did leave the number font the same, but that is something that I will say is a big deal on those throwbacks, is using the correct number font. I'm telling you, that does a massive deal towards making the throwback look good. All right, so next one on our list is going to be the number 3 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. This is the one that ran at Talladega, finishing runner-up to Noah. He also had Larry Mack as a crew chief that day for the, what is this called, Forever Lawn? Yeah, the Forever Lawn there, number 3, and we had the grass kind of along the base, and the rest of it was all black, which, you know, that's a very Earnhardt-esque scheme with black all the way around with a little stripe at the bottom. But yeah, it was a good run. He ran with, like I said, ran with Childress that day. Late run to the front, got up to second, didn't have enough time to get to the lead, but still made a good race out of it. So I think that's obviously his career best finish, or at least tied it at second. So yeah, cool to get a number 3 with an Earnhardt in it. And the last of our non-race versions, this is going to be Denny Hamlin's FedEx Ground Toyota. We've already had a couple of the other FedEx ones, FedEx Air, FedEx, you know, whatever. You can see there, that's the only difference. On the side, still just says FedEx, and then has sport clips and all those. Here it says FedEx.com, FedEx. It's literally the only place that tells you if this is different from the others is right here on the roof. This one's Ground. Other ones say Express. Other ones say, you know, freight. So this is the only one that, you know, that's the only spot that changes. The rest of them are all exactly identical. So, I mean, what am I supposed to rate it? Like, higher than the others? No, it's the same. All right, now into the race wins. We'll start with our Xfinity race win. This is going to be Josh Berry's car from Charlotte. You can see already we've got the Honor and Salutes tire, or Honor and Remember tires on there with those bright red decals on the sidewall. You can see we got Xfinity up here on that windshield banner with the blue and red. He ran the Harrison scheme that day. You can see harrisonsusa.com. Looks pretty normal on the front. The right side's where stuff really gets busy. You can see the right front with some buildup. We do have some really nice donut marks here on the door, so that's going to look great when we do get the raced version in. Also, we have a slight scrape right there on the right rear corner panel, so we do get some good right side race damage on this one, so can't wait for the 124th of this guy to come in, because I'm telling you guys, it's going to look pretty darn good. So, next on our 164 scale race win, this is going to be Joey Logano's Gateway win. I was actually at the race for this, and I'm really excited after seeing the 164th, because if you look at the nose here, there's a decent amount of dirt on there, just kind of on that right side nose, and also here on the left side on the front fender. A decent amount of confetti. You can see we got the decent amount of race damage. The confetti you can see fairly light on the hood and windshield and deck lid and stuff, so it's fairly light back there, but at least we do have some of it. But then here on the right rear, you can see a little bit of dirt there. Left rear corner panel, you can see there's a ton of dirt there from some fuel spillage and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I think that Gateway win's going to look a little better than I thought. I thought it might be a little boring, but it looks like it's going to look okay. Maybe not a favorite, but it's still going to look pretty good. Next car on the list is going to be the number 11 of Denny Hamlin from Richmond. You can see here we do have the confetti all around it, just like we just talked about. It is a FedEx Express car. You can see the Express on there. Biggest notice there was the right front. You can see on that right front fender a lot of the rubber buildup. Right rear here, oops, spun it around a couple times. Here on the right rear, you'll notice a little bit as well. Background on the left front, you'll see small bits of rubber there, a little bit of dirt down here by the fuel cell. You can see a little spillage there, but overall, car didn't get super dirty, didn't get super beat up. Small scrapes here and there, a lot of rubber buildup from just the tires, but a solid looking race win nonetheless. Next car on the list is going to be the Chase Elliott Nashville win. You'll see right off the bat, tons of purple and white confetti. This was the Ally 400 at Nashville. You can see there is tons of confetti all around this car. On the left side door, it's pretty heavy. On the left side fender, on the hood, on the roof, on the deck lid. Right side fender's heavy. Like, this one's going to be one of those confetti caked ones. You can see the splitter's caked in confetti. I'm sure the windshield's going to have a lot of confetti on it as well. Right side, a lot of confetti there. Probably a lot of confetti on the rear window as well, by the way. But you can see a little bit of that stuff here on the right front fender. A little bit of rubber buildup, but not too bad. Number 9, all that stuff there. The yellow marks on the edges of the splitter are also on there too. So, good looking race win. Can't wait to see the 124th. That's the ones I always like to get, but it is in there. Next car on this list is going to be the Kyle Busch Bristol Dirt win in 164th. First thing you'll see is a ton of dirt built up here on that splitter and down here on the front of the nose. You can just see the kind of faded color that makes it look like it's got a lot of dirt on it, because it does. You can see the dirt actually all down this right side here. It's the crunchy cookie paint scheme. A little bit, you can actually see M&M wrappers up there on the roof. Little bit of contact with the wall here on the right side, but not too bad. And then a tiny little mark here on that left rear as well. But overall, car, it was a great race. I mean, the race version of 124th looks amazing. 164th looks decent, but I don't know. I think the 124th just does a better job, in my opinion, as far as looking good. So, but yeah, that's the second to last one. And the last one here is going to be Kurt Busch's 2022 Kansas race win. You can see all the dirt built up on the nose of this one. It's the Jordan brand car. This thing was super duper popular. You can see we got plenty of buildup on the nose of that car. You can see down the right side, left side. It all looks pretty good down there. We don't have a ton of stuff. You can see that right rear corner panel, right where the McDonald's logo is. You can see a decent amount of dust and buildup there, or dirt buildup. So there was a couple of other spots where there's some race damage, but the biggest part of this car was definitely the nose. You could just see how much of it had built up there. So overall, this one was an absolute dream come true for a lot of people because of how hard it is to get Jordan brand stuff made, and the fact that he happened to win in this car was the only thing that was able to get it made. So it definitely helped out. Definitely helped out as far as getting it made, that it was in that, at least with that sponsor. But other than that, guys, that'll pretty much wrap up our review of the 1/64th scales that are in. You can check them all out at rsdiecast.com, like I said earlier. But other than that, have a happy Friday for the rest of the day, and stay tuned this weekend for some more Diecast reviews. Other than that, guys, this has been Race Grace. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next Diecast review.